Hello friends, very good evening. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Talent Traders. Myself Bala here and welcome you all to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to discuss about my Google Sheet intraday option scanner. So we launched on Monday and today market is more than 1% down today, more than 200 points in Nifty. Even though scenario, we are finding some opportunities in call side as well as many stocks in a put side. So already we discussed about how to use the sheet and lot of feedback and comments which I got from this intraday sheet. So this sheet which I developed on a particular tool, based on the tool we are finding the trade opportunity in real-time market. Okay, so we find the entry point too early compared to our weekly and monthly positional. Then weekly positional as well as monthly positional is works based on my advanced option strategy concept. But this intraday it works based on the technical tool, based on technical tool concepts. Okay, so I have already updated how to use it. So mainly I'm just waiting for the first 15 minutes breakout. After the first 15 minutes I'm just focusing for a breakout, but before that first 15 minutes we have a lot of stock which triggers and some ideas which I got from my student who are using that Google Sheet. They are talking about while I can take an immediate entry that will give you such a good result. So why I don't want to wait it for. So it is about purely on your interest, and it is not about providing any tips at all. And this is a scanner which helping you to find out a trade opportunities only. So you can select any trades which you can, if you want, you can go for. So some of the trades which I find out, and what logic which so people suggest is about, so immediately after market open, in 5 minutes I can take an entry. So it depends on your risk, but if it is taken, so maybe you have to act fast and very quick. Okay, so lot of stock which triggers based on our logic and strategy, and that works very well in an intraday market also. So we are just focusing on trade opportunity and not to focus for 10 or 20 trades in a day. So we need to focus 3 to 4 stocks, but difficult is about to find a fresh breakout. So if you are tracking the sheet, you can easily find out the fresh breakout which is happening after 9:30. Maybe some stocks which triggers your stop loss, some stock which given you the better result. So that how to find out, we need to wait for a 9:30. After that, if you find any quality and good liquid stock which given an entry point. So look at this Z list from the beginning, it's still at around 99% because it is not active, and BHL also not active, and IEX is not active because we are scanning all the F&O list of stocks here. Therefore, we are not planning to reduce some stocks because which stock which going to perform at what point of the time we don't know. So even some stocks which I find out is about Polycap, M&M Finance, and even AU Bank. So these are all the stocks, but AU Bank is a fresh breakout. After that breakout, it given you such a good result. And we took a Tata Motors that was a failure trade that triggers our stop loss, minimum stop loss which I kept, and that was triggered. And AU Bank, which Apollo Tire, that was given you some opportunity. But today opening by the gap down market, so a lot of put opportunities. What they suggest, if 5 minutes breakout, why I can't take a trade? So you can take a penny stock which is in the top. You can take a 5 minutes. You can finish your trades by before 10 o'clock. That's also be possible. That are risky, but you need to keep with the stop loss and you need to act fast. That was very important. So let I show you some trades. If you are following just a 5 minutes high to break, then you can go for a buy and keep a stop loss below the 5 minutes low. That's a simple thing, but it is not a recommendable because in the first 15 minutes itself, the market can move positive and then return back something gap up and gap down. It's happened. But if you want to take a quick scalping profit, that also be possible. What are the stock which stays in the top? So by using today M&M Finance, Polycab, those who are watching Polycab, so Polycab, so we are discussing about this Polycab in the morning around 5150. So let I show you that Polycab 5150 call option. If you are looking for this, for example, it is in the first 5 minutes high is around 130 and the low is something around 91. So immediately the high is broken. You need to act fast to place the orders at 5 minutes high. So it went up to 185. And again, it immediately returned to this 135. So this is the reason if the stock which moves very fast in the upside, so there is a chances for reversal from the top also highly possible. That is the main reason we are not ignoring. If you are looking for 15 minutes, The first 15 minutes, a huge big candle, 166. If you are taken, it came down to 134, 30 points down. But finally, it moves towards. But in this area, we are get panicked or frustrated. Something we may be missing out this kind of movement. But it is a purely an intraday trade, so we should wait for. So if you want, you can use for 5 minutes also. If I'm using 5 minutes, so maybe that opportunity and quickly it reaches to this 185. So this movement, okay, but you need to be very quick and you need to keep your stop loss compulsory in any trades. Okay, so almost 55 points, maybe and good for an intraday. And second stock which I seen in the call sheet is M&M Finance. If you are looking for a M&M Finance, sorry, M&M Finance, 230 call option. Oh, sorry, 300 call option. Look for this. This is over the first 5 minutes and it breaks the level. 8.8 immediately went to 12 rupees. And then if you are using for first 15 minutes, it was a huge candle. It's a big candle. And after that, if you are taking a 12 rupees entry and it finally closed 10 rupees. So this is the reason fresh breakout we need to find out. But if you want to take a risk of first 5 minutes high, maybe you will be getting the quick benefit and you will be exiting out from the trade also. And power grid and one more thing, NTPC, I think NTPC, no, power grid is the one. The next one is about NTPC, yeah. Power grid and NTPC, I will show you. Power grid is about the strike price is 200. If you are looking for power grid, so you can see this is the first 5 minutes and immediately it went higher and it may be given you breakout 4.5 and your stop loss of 3 rupees is not triggered, but finally it reaching to the 7.5. But the same one which triggers our entry point on our weekly positioner. So it is entirely each and every one is a different weekly positional is different and monthly positional is different. So you need to just check with that whether which one you are going to plan for it. Okay. So once you're done, so you can plan for the trade and that will be giving you such a good opportunity where I can focus from such a trades. Okay. And the 5 minutes, so maybe HDFC Bank, Reliance I seen in the morning, the top list. Immediately after 5 minutes also you can try. It depends on your risk ability. So I'll show you Maruti also we are seen around 126, Maruti 10,500. So why we are ignoring that put option? Because of it is triggers on the first 5 minutes. That breakout point is 140, 125. But in the first 5 minutes, it was very high. But after the 5 minutes high to break around 141, it given you around 185. So such a movement we can get it. But if you are focusing for 1 or 2 entries in a day, top stocks, you can just focus and entry and exit quickly. So even I seen there was IDFC 2.4. I was seeing that one also 93 call option, but market is overall down. IDFC First Bank 93 call option. Yesterday I'm holding a put, but even though market is down, but that was not generative profit, exited with the loss. Okay, here is about the first 5 minutes. Even if 15 minutes is 2.4, exactly at the 15 minutes, immediately jumps towards 3.1. So huge lot size. Very careful about if you are making any huge lot size, volume and lot size you focus. But if you find out that stock which is in the top, that may be good enough. So Polycab, M&M, we find out. So I will show you some stocks because we did not in our real time. Okay, so just go for my YouTube live session today, and I will go with channel, and I will show you the live sessions today. The videos live, and today's live session we are discussing. I will take a screenshot. Okay, so today my live session initially it was not a live one. Okay, go for the time is 9:70 at 9:20. Yeah, you can I can freeze this one. You can see HDFC Bank. These are all around 9:20, maybe around first 5 minutes. I will show you how many stocks triggers if you are going for an opportunity and the top stocks which you are going to focus. And I pause this. Yeah, you can see these are all the opportunity which we find out in the morning. So look for a L&T Finance holding is there in the top, and L&T and M&M Finance, PFC. So these are all the stocks in the call side. But put side is about HDFC Bank almost 46 and Apollo Hospital 178, Lara's Lab, Tata Consume, Reliance, Tata Chemical. So I just go for this thing, and if I'm going for a HDFC, bank. I will show you all the top 5 stocks if you are taken. So this is what the comments and questions and thoughts from my student, those who are using that sheet. That's why this video I'm making it right now. So 2920 LNT, but it may be a 46 at the time, around 920. Okay, so I'll just open. So let me open this. First one is L&T Finance Holding. It's about 920, around 919.56 is the time. So 920, the 127 call option L&T FH. It was on the top. 127. If you are just looking for where it is, you can see the liquidity is not good at this point. Even it doesn't break the first 5 minutes high. Simply we can ignore it. And the second one is Polycap at the time. What is the price? You can see, sorry, LNT 2920. So let me go for LNT. So if you are taking, that is what our answer for your question, 2920. And if you are taking first 5 minutes, you can see this is the first 5 minutes highest broke around 47 and immediately triggers your stop. Okay, so from 47 to 32, that triggers your stop. And one more stock is about M&M around 8.5. That works well. PFC 287.5. So M&M Finance 300, that maybe works well, and that 5 minutes is broken from 8.8 and it went. And second one is about PFC. Indicopper is not a liquid one, so this 100 Indicopper, BHEL, India Cement, Chamber, IEX, these are all not liquid one, which is not active. If you want, you can check it. So 287.5 PFC 287, lot size is big. Just even check the first 5 minutes is the huge one. So 11 rupees and the stop loss is 7 rupees. I think 6,000 plus lot size, 6,000 or 8,000, something lot size. I don't want to take such a big risk in my intraday trade. Simply ignore. So these are all the things which you have to plan. Okay, so and you know very well today market started more than 100 points down. So you can see lot of stocks which triggers in the put side. So let me go for a put side. Apollo Hospital 5100 is the put side. So if you are planning, so you can see huge risky 17800, because that is the reason we are ignoring the stock. But if you're ready to take at a 5 minutes, thus you need to face your risk. Okay, so we should find out, because our main aim is to find for a positional trade in weekly and monthly. The intraday is about a request from students or scanner users. So that's why we created. It is not about a selling purpose. Okay, so even though here you can use, for example, some stocks may work well and some stocks may not good, so that we need to fix it. So that is the reason I always tell you to use after 15 minutes. You can try for a new trade opportunities that may be working good. So for example, PA Industries 3600 put option, you look at this. I just open a 15 minutes time frame. So where it is a first 15 minutes here, that high of that first 15 minutes 82. So you can look at that, where is our P, this entry one. So for example, what is the stock which we are taken is about PA Industries. Where we seen PA Industries, I think here we seen, yeah, 3600 95.87. That is what on our entry one. So if you are looking for 95, which got triggered only at this point. Okay, so 95 is triggered and finally 124. So this is called a fresh breakout. The entry would not be triggered in the first 15 minutes. Someone who are asking about 5 minutes trade, why I can't take. So you can take, but the result would be riskier trade you can avoid. Maybe some small risky, for example, at 9:30 go for 5550. Around 136 is our entry. It is already triggered 149 at the time it is trading. Go for 5550. So look at this, the first 5 minutes, 149. After that, it never breaks the high, but it was getting lower and also low liquidity. So liquidity is very, very important if you are planning for an intraday. So BPCL 8.4, 360. Because I'm not focusing for a 10, 20 trades in a day. I just focusing for a few trades in a week, few trades in a day. Okay, so here you can see it broke in the first 15 minutes high. Our entry point is to be in PPCL at time is 8.4. If you are looking for this, 8.9 is the high. So which is triggers our entry point in the first 5 minutes candle itself. But if I'm taking a 5 minutes breakout at this high, so I'm just being higher and the lower is 6 rupees is stop loss, biggest stop loss. Okay, so simple. If any stock which you are going to focus for a trade opportunity, and you should confirm with if it is not triggered in the first 15 minutes. Okay, if you are following that conditions, that will give you some good intraday opportunity, and stop loss also we can. So even Maruti, we find out in our live session 101050, that is also triggered 100 and this is not a call option, so we are going to see the put side. Yeah, look at this. Our entry point 126, but in the first 15 minutes you can look at this. It has made a high of 141. So if you are looking this, it is already triggered our entry point. So simply ignore it. Okay. Or else you can apply any indicators like a super trend or other factors to find a trade opportunity which stock which trading in the top level, and you should focus only a fresh buy opportunity only. For example, Ultratech, which is in the top. Okay. 8650. Just this is the thing which you can apply in a different way. So you can see first 15 minutes it never breaks 121. So our 126, sorry, 134 is our entry point. If you are waiting for this, 134 got triggered around 10 o'clock only. That is a fresh entries. Okay, so if you follow, so you can avoid some the first 15 minutes volatile movement. If you are avoiding that, so it should be the better one for our intraday trade. So mainly I am just using for a weekly and monthly positional. So recently we have a M&M that got triggered yesterday 60 and went to 72. Again, due to that market move, it came down to 45, closed by 40, 47. But from today, it again reaches to the 63. And Titan, those who are watched yesterday triggered and moves good, and again it came down today 85, and from 85 it went up to 110 plus, and again finally closed it. So where if you are planning for a weekly positional, you should know where to enter, that is provided, and we need to know where to keep a stop loss like that. So for example, Titan 3240, if you are looking for 3240 call option, you can see this is the thing which is happening. So initially it was started with 85, again it went to 115, finally it came down. So for example, if you are following the stocks in the top list, either intraday or positional, you can apply some of the indicators or your own techniques also. Here is the scanner which filtering out the stock which is trading in the top, that will be showing in the list. But we have some concept. So after 9:30, if it is given you the breakout, already we discussed about overall what side the market is. That side only you can focus. But even today also we seen some Tata Motor 640 call, that was 12.8, 1 rupee more. I'll show you that Tata Motor 640, but after that it came down. But we are doing against the market. Overall market is negative, but we are buying a call. So this is what our entry point. But from 14.5 it went up to 15.35 and finally closed by 10. But our stop loss is around 12.85, that got triggered here and we exited out. So exactly 12.85 is our stop, and that wasn't triggered and we exited. Again it came to 14. So this is a different concept. But what we used, that we are simply following, and that will help us to make a such opportunity. So you understand. So if you want to take a 5 minute trade also, no problem. So that you should follow less riskier trade. Okay. So the candle should be very small in size, and the risk should be very small in. So you can plan for that. Okay, so such a kind of thing. So maybe here M&M Finance is big and BHL not traded, and these are all the ICICI Bank, something like Z Entertainment not traded, Polycab at this time you can see 129 only, around 920. After sometimes only it is triggered. Same like that put option, you will be lot of stocks. For example, Tata Consume 880 put option 14. Okay, so let me go for a Tata Consume 880 put option that we are looking for. Because the first 5 minutes is huge, but you need to find the first 5 minutes is very less, then we can plan for it. Okay, that will help you to find out such a big good opportunities in our real time. But most probably the positional traders, you can look for a weekly and monthly. Some of the options HDFC Bank triggers this week and it was moving big, and Dr. Reddy, Reliance, Engine, not good, but Atul is not a liquid, Almi Bharat also not liquid. and Godrej Properties SBI card. That was triggers nearing to the closing hours. Okay, I hope you understood how to use this Google Sheet scanner, but if you want to intraday like that also you can use, or at topmost stocks you can plan for, any other indicators or techniques which you use, you can apply also. Same like that IDFC and IDFC First Bank also, today it moves positive way. Okay, so before 9:30, if you want to plan, so it is highly riskiest one. That is my question. That is my answer for your question. But one or two entries only we are going to follow, or we are going to find out. But I know that it is difficult to find out because we are finding the earlier entry, but even we will easily find out such opportunities in intraday basis. So you need to focus only after 9:30. Okay, so for example, Excite 265 put option. I seen that. It was an after a trigger only. You can see in the first 15 minutes it never gone 4.4. Our entry point is 4.8. So it never gone. So around 9:40 and around 10 o'clock only it triggers. From 4.8 it generated some profit of 6 rupees. That's good enough. More than 1.5 rupees. In intraday you can exit out from the trade. So one trader. Okay, so we are planning for by using this scanner. I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions or doubts also, you just comment in the comment box. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.